wanted to show you today what I got recently in the mail. I signed up for a program called Influenster a couple of months ago. I didn't really know what I was getting into necessarily, but basically you just sign up on the Influenster website and you fill out like a little profile and everything and link your blog if you have one or your YouTube channel. And at some point in time, they send you an email to take a survey. And I got that email a couple of weeks ago, and it basically said that I'd been chosen to take a survey. I didn't really know what that meant either, so I, filled out the questionnaire. It was only about 15 questions, and then they said that if I got chosen, they would send me a tracking number for the box. And so about a week and a half or 2 weeks later, I got the tracking number. And then earlier this week, I got my Mary Kay Influenster VoxBox, and I was a little bit nervous because I haven't really used that much for Mary Kay. My sister used to be a consultant, but that was years ago, and I worked at Clinique, so I didn't really need any additional makeup. I have used a product by them for years, and I mentioned it in a few videos before, which is the Extra Emollient Night Cream, and that's for just when I have a super dry area. But as far as makeup, I've never used Mary Kay makeup, maybe just a sample here or there. So I was nervous / excited to try some things, and the Mary Kay that I remember was in the kind of old lady looking pink, the Mary Kay car color pink containers. The colors weren't that exciting, but they've really revamped a lot of things, and I'd heard that, I just hadn't seen it in person. And so I got 5 products, and I'm super impressed with them, so I'm going to go over this with you. So first of all, this was the box, and when I opened it up, my boyfriend was in the car with me, and I squealed because it's so cute. It basically says, hello gorgeous, and it has this cute little pink pattern inside. And it came with a card, of course, that tells me all about the products as well as a price list for the full size. And that's exactly what they sent, was full size. So I was impressed with the fact that they sent those full sizes because the products are a little bit higher end on the price scale. I would liken them to what you pay at maybe Clinique. Maybe just a couple of dollars less and more in some cases. But I'll get to those prices here in a minute. And then, of course, all the products were, boxed, and everything was put together very nicely. They also sent me a little catalog with a lot of the Mary Kay products in it. And I actually have a friend who's a consultant, so I'll link her down below if you guys want to order anything. I think you can go directly through their website and just put her name in, so I think she'd be appreciative of that. So, the products that I received, I'm actually wearing all of them today, plus a few more things that I added in to kind of jazz it up a bit. What they sent were just some, base products that you can really build upon, which I really like. They were all pretty color flattering, meaning that a lot of different skin tones could wear these products, and I kind of paired them with some different things today. I also did a look earlier this week, which I'm going to show you here. And I just used the products there. I think I used a lip liner and an eyeliner in addition, but everything else was just the regular products. But today I have it on with a lot more stuff added to it. So they sent me a concealer / cream eyeshadow brush along with a cream eyeshadow. And this color is called Violet Storm. It's kind of a smoky purple lilac color. It's really pretty, and you could pair it with a lot of different things. You could kind of make it deeper or add some brightness to it. I actually have it on today on the lid and in the crease. Now, I did put a primer down first because don't be confused that a cream eyeshadow can necessarily replace your primer, because that's a different type of product. So I always wear a primer first just to ensure longevity of the product as well as not creasing. I wore this by itself just over a primer but no powder shadow with it, and it seemed to work beautifully. It blended out very nicely, and the color stayed all day, and it never creased. So that says a lot, because I have some other cream eyeshadows that I've tried before, even over primer, and they would crease within an hour or two. This one never did, so I was really excited about that. And very nice that they sent a brush to apply it with. And this just isn't a dinky brush that comes with the product. This is actually a full size, one of their brushes that they sell, and it says on here what the brush is, which I really appreciate when companies do that. So it's a cream eye color and concealer brush. It's semi-stiff but not too stiff. Some concealer brushes are really firm, but this one actually has a nice give to it, and it has a really great shape, which helps you to get across the whole lid of the eye and into the corner. They also sent two more eye products, which are a primer and a mascara. This one's called the Lash Loving Mascara in I Love Black, and it's a lengthening mascara. And let me show you the brush. It's one of the plastic brushes, but I actually kind of like this one better because it's angled, kind of curved to fit your eye shape, and the bristles are a little bit longer. Sometimes on the plastic bristle brushes, the bristles are super short, and so what ends up happening is when you put it on, the product kind of almost cakes onto your lashes, or at least the base of your lashes. This one really helps you to get lengthening without it getting cakey, and it really keeps the lashes separated. The primer that came with it, the brush is kind of weird looking. And it's different than any primer I've used, because typically a primer is white, and this one is actually kind of clear. I noticed just the slightest white kind of film color on the lashes, but it's mostly just clear. And I find that this really helped to create volume. So when I used this just by itself, it was just kind of lengthening and separating. This helped to create some volume at the base. As far as helping it stay on longer, I really think this mascara stayed on great with or without the primer. I didn't notice flaking. I didn't notice it kind of traveling below my eye, and especially when I put it on my lower lash line, I'm expecting it to do that, and it really didn't. It's a great wearing mascara, so I'm really impressed with that. Oh, I forgot to mention prices. Each of these is $15, so that's kind of in between drugstore and like Clinique prices, because I think the Clinique mascaras are probably around $18 or something. So these are just a little bit less expensive, but a wee bit more than a drugstore brand. They do come in black and brown on this particular mascara color. The last thing they sent was this lipstick, and it is a True Dimensions lipstick in Pink Cherie, and it's $18. So definitely more than your drugstore brand, and I think even more than the Clinique lipsticks, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to look that up, but I'm comparing everything to Clinique because I used to work there, and so in my head that's kind of what I compare prices to. I love the packaging on this. It's very sleek. Of course, it says Mary Kay down below. You can see the color, so if you've got it on your vanity or something, you can see what color it is. And you basically just push this down and the lipstick comes out. And I also love the shape of this, where it's not the real tapered shape, but kind of more flat. So it's really, really pretty. And of course the color names on the bottom. The one thing is I always get confused which end to put it in, and I inevitably choose the wrong end every time. But I'm getting used to that. It's very heavy, and it's just a nice quality. Like I said, this is $18, and it's the True Dimensions lipstick, which is claims to be moisturizing and smoothing. It's a little bit, it's a good color, but it's like a little bit sheer, not a full coverage lipstick, which I really like, and I definitely think it's moisturizing. Back to the brush and the cream shadow. The cream shadow is $22, and the brush is $10. I think that's a really good price for this brush. The cream shadow, it's a little expensive. However, you are getting quite a bit of product, and I could see that lasting quite a while. So it just depends on if you're really into cream shadows, if you wanted to pay that much for it. Now I did a simpler look earlier this week, and then kind of wanted to play around with it today. So I added on top of the cream shadow, I put that on my lid and my crease, and I actually added some colors from this palette here, which looks very similar to the Wet n Wild Color Icon 8-pan palettes, but it's actually from the Black Radiance brand. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with that, but I only find it in certain Walgreens or CVS stores, not every one, and it's a brand that is targeted towards African American and or darker skinned women. Now of course I'm super pale, but I love bold colors, and what I noticed with this particular line is that the Wet n Wild colors are a little bit more mild, and these are more punchy. They're a couple of dollars more, which I thought was odd because it's obviously the exact same product. I think, I mean, it looks the same, it still has the names, like where to place it stamped on the product. But I did use this. I used this color in the crease, and then I used this color to blend with, and I took just a little bit of the black to kind of deepen up my eyeliner color. I also paired it with this blue, navy blue eyeliner from Sally's Beauty. They're called Real Colors Hydra Eyes Waterproof Gel Liners. These are badass gel liners, and they're $5. And then for my highlighter, I used the Milani Shadow Eyes pencil, and this is Sand Dunes. It's one of the limited edition colors that just came out. And then as far as the lips, I did put a lip liner with this because I didn't want it to be super bright. So I actually used one of the same brand as the eyeliner. This is the Hydro Lips Waterproof Gel Liner, and this color is called Nudist. But I also swatched it for you with a couple of different colors. This one is with a Rimmel Enchantment or something like that lip liner, which is kind of a mauve-y pink. And then this one is another Hydro Lips lip liner in a really bright pink called Pedal to the Metal. So overall, I think it's a really fun look. I like kind of pairing blues and purples together, and then instead of doing a nude lip, it's kind of a pinky nude, which I like, and it kind of picks up the tones in my blush, which I use the Be a Bombshell Sweet Cheeks blush that's completely broken because I dropped it. Overall, I really like these products. The things that I would most recommend from the VoxBox would be, I really think the mascara is great. And I like this brush a lot, actually. I'm really impressed with the brushes, and I think I might get some more because they're pretty reasonably priced. Those are my two favorites from the box. I do want to order some more lipstick, though. I'm interested in these because I really like the packaging a lot. So I'll keep you guys informed if I get anything new. That just about does it for my Influenster Mary Kay VoxBox that I received. This is my very first one, so I hope that I did this justice by reviewing it. I will also link below Facebook page, both the page and the album that I created. I took some close-up looks, and I will actually include close-up looks of what I have on today as well, so you guys can kind of see it, not on the video, but in a photograph. If you're interested in the Influencer program, I'll link that down below as well. Just see what happens, you know. I got some free stuff, so maybe you will too. I will talk to you guys soon and be looking out for some more videos. Bye.